So what we have right here is our first set of code in building our trees. And it's going to be using the make node function inside of I was going to say class, but inside of the tree ADT code and scheme that we're going to give you here. But at first, I want to make sure that you understand. I'm going to give you kind of this in three answers. First is the scheme code, which obviously you're going to see here to the left-hand side, then visually, and then scheme tree visually, because it really doesn't look like this behind the scenes when it really comes to scheme, because again we're using lists and we're making lists of lists just to really actually make the darn tree. So you'll notice that list of lists in the code that I have for you here, because right off the bat I know I'm making a list with that little tilde or that apostrophe sign in front of Italy. Already know I'm making a literal list. Then after that, you'll notice I'm creating another list with a whole bunch of make nodes that are going to have Valencia and a whole bunch of neat towns I would love to go meet. But notice, or go see, but you'll notice that that's the overall setup, is really creating a list of lists to basically create what this visually looks like. Now, same idea goes with those that have numbers. So I want to make sure that even though this looks different, it's only because of spacing, and that's about it. But other than that, you'll see numbers in between there. We're making lists of those numbers, and then that's about it. Again, notice that make node, the function itself, which again I'm giving you code for, always requires the first datum, which is the first real piece of data in the list, and then whatever list you want to have after that. And notice the bottom one also has a little bit deeper. This one's only a 2-level tree that we have here with Italy and its towns in Italy. This one has several layers of it. And notice I got to make a list of a list for 3. I had to then make a node for 4, and the other side was null. So notice that literally parentheses are going to kind of be really important when it comes to creating a tree. So use a parentheses and block-like structure to your advantage when creating our basic scheme trees. I almost forgot to show you what it looks like in the scheme fashion. Now you've actually seen this picture before, but now hopefully you understand a little bit more that again we're using the list within a list type of format in order to create those, the setup of the tree. So you'll notice again that each part of the list, the first item in that list is the actual data, and then think of it as basically the next 2 placeholders are our links. It doesn't have to be left or right link like we had in binary search tree, but it's going to be links that then point to the different kids that we had. Now, by the way, again, there's nothing in the code that we've shown above that made it a binary tree. There's nothing stopping it from adding more children to it. It doesn't always have to be 2. I mean, look at the Italy example. There's 4 kids there for Italy, and then for the next tree down, it happened to be a setup of a binary tree, but still, there's nothing stopping it from really adding as many nodes and children as you like. And that's where a list, especially in scheme, a basic list, is really important, because lists can be of varying sizes, really doesn't matter, without a lot of work. So keep that in the back of your mind as you're looking at the overall example of what we have here for our scheme tree visibly.